Hello everyone, bonjour tout le monde. Welcome back to the French Made Easy podcast. This is episode 162, numéro 162. Today we are going back to our conjugation series. So we are starting with one of the most important verbs, the verb être, to be. So we've previously learned the verb être conjugated in the present tense in episode 15 and in the future tense in episode 101. Don't worry, I will link these two episodes in the transcript so you can listen to them. And today we will learn the conjugation of the verb être, to be, in the imperfect tense, l'imparfait. Now, before we start, as always, if you are new to the podcast, welcome. Please make sure you have your lessons cheat sheet handy so you can see the spelling of the words while you listen. And when you finish this episode, you can head over to the French Made Easy exercise library to download your lessons exercises and practice what you've learned today. You will find all the download links in the episode notes on your podcast platform. It is free. All right, now let me explain briefly what the imperfect tense is. So the imperfect tense, or l'imparfait in French, describes actions that were ongoing or habits in the past. And it depends on what word you are using, obviously, but it's like saying things like I was being, or I was having, or I was doing, or if you're describing habits, I used to be, or I used to have, or I used to do. And again, depending on what verb you are actually conjugating. Now, let me give you a few examples just to show you what it is to describe actions that were ongoing or describe habits in the past. So, first example. Je regardais souvent les dessins animés le matin. I often used to watch cartoons in the morning. Je regardais souvent les dessins animés le matin. So this example with the verb regarder, to watch, shows you how the imperfect tense, je regardais, is used to describe habits in the past. So what is the habit here? In the morning, I used to watch cartoons, right? So the imperfect tense is used in French to describe habits in the past. Second example. Il travaillait dans un café pendant ses études. He was working at a cafe or a coffee shop during his studies. Il travaillait dans un café pendant ses études. And that example shows you, with the verb travailler, to work, travailler, how the imperfect il travaillait is used to describe ongoing actions in the past. So what is the ongoing action here? The ongoing action here in this sentence is the fact that he was working at a cafe during his studies. That's an ongoing action. It didn't happen once and then it stopped. It was ongoing. He was working at a cafe. Il travaillait dans un café. So hopefully you can understand a little bit better what the imperfect tense is used for in French. But for now, let's jump right into conjugating the verb être in the imperfect tense. So please repeat after me. Répétez après moi. J'étais, I was, j'étais. Tu étais, you were, tu étais. Il or elle était, he or she was, il or elle était. On était, we were. On était. Nous étions, we were. Nous étions. Vous étiez, you were. Vous étiez. Ils or elles étaient, they were. Ils or elles étaient. So, let me give you a few examples of the verb être conjugated in the imperfect tense. J'étais souvent en retard à l'école. I was often late to school. J'étais souvent en retard à l'école. Est-ce que tu étais bon en maths? Were you good at math? Est-ce que tu étais bon en maths? Il ou elle était souvent stressé pendant ses examens. He or she was often stressed during his or her exams. Il ou elle était souvent stressé pendant ses examens. On était toujours ensemble pendant les vacances. We were always together during the holidays. On était toujours ensemble pendant les vacances. Nous étions en train de dîner lorsque tu as appelé. We were right in the middle of dinner when you called. Nous étions en train de dîner lorsque tu as appelé. Est-ce que vous étiez à la réunion d'hier soir? Were you at the meeting last night? Est-ce que vous étiez à la réunion d'hier soir? Ils ou elles étaient meilleurs amis au lycée. They were best friends in high school. Ils ou elles étaient meilleurs amis au lycée. All right, so that's it for the examples. Now, let me give you a quick recap of the conjugation of être in the imperfect tense. J'étais, tu étais, il ou elle était, on était, nous étions, vous étiez, il ou elles étaient. Et voilà, that wraps up our lesson on the imperfect tense of the verb être, to be in French. Now, make sure you go and practice with the exercises available in the French Made Easy exercise library to practice what you have just learned. Thank you so much for listening. I will chat with you next week. À bientôt. Bye. Before you go, I just wanted to let you know that if you are struggling with French pronunciation, I'm excited to announce that my free beginner's audio guide, 5-step roadmap to effortless French pronunciation, is back. It's designed to simplify your French pronunciation learning journey and make it less overwhelming for you. So if you are a beginner starting or restarting to learn French and you want to improve your French pronunciation, then this audio guide is perfect for you. And obviously you will get a transcript with the audio guide so you can follow along while you listen. So click the link inside your podcast notes to access your audio guide. It is free. À bientôt. Bye.